So there's a few names in here that, if those girls falter, that they'll be right there. But it's a great female field. As you'd expect, it's a championship race. It should be a good field. So, but, the difference will be that a lot of these girls are only, Caroline is validating for next year.
That's the thing,
Others are wanting to qualify. So people like Beck Keat, Mary Beth Ellis, they need to qualify. They need the points. So they are going to race hard all the way to the end, because obviously the further up the field they can finish, the more points they gain for Kona qualification. Whereas Caroline, she's really just validating.
So for those of you who don't know, like Mary Beth and Beck Keat both had to pull out of Kona last year, which means they've got no points from that race. So they've had to start from scratch. Whereas Caroline, obviously, finishing very high up there, managed to get quite a few points, because that's just the way it goes, isn't it?
Exactly. And look, we can say Caroline races with a heart too. She won't give up. But when you've been racing for eight and a half hours and you have to fight for second or third position, thoughts go through your head. Do I really want to fight this hard this early in the season when I know I've qualified? I just have to cross the finish line. So those sorts of thoughts start to creep in, and maybe we'll see Caroline. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, because Caroline is a fighter and she wants to win. There's no doubt about that. That's the great thing about Caroline. She goes into every race wanting to win. She's not willing to settle for anything else. But as I said, when you've been racing for 8 to 9 hours, sometimes it's like, this is good enough. So it'll be interesting, whereas the other girls are going to have to fight to the end.
And, Caroline with a new coach, as well, or mentor or whatever that.
Well, one thing Mac has done already is, he convinced her not to do Abu Dhabi. Thank God! Because that would have been a disaster as far as I'm concerned. You don't race Abu Dhabi this week and then 2 weeks later expect to line up and have a phenomenal race in Melbourne. No, you could do it.
1 week later.
Well, 1 week later. 1 week. Oh, ridiculous. So that's the Caroline of old. The Caroline of old would have tried to do both. And would have still done reasonably well. But, now she's putting all her eggs in the one basket, which she can afford to do, and I'd love to see her get out there. And so I'm still going with Caroline to take the win. But it'll be a tough battle for her for sure. She's going to have to bring her A game.